Hello there, we just got back to Singapore from our more than 2 weeks trip in Taiwan. So we have shared bits and pieces of our trip in our other channel. If you're interested, you can subscribe to the other channel that I recently set up. It's called GarageBand. Okay, but for this episode, I'm just gonna be doing a very quick video editing tip for you, especially for the beginning editors. So you're watching Frame 316 Media. My name is Robert. I'm a content creator and my passion is to help you become content creators. So for today's episode, most beginning video editors would experience a slow editing process. It depends on how fast or how new your machine is. But the most common problems is that when you're scrubbing the video from left to right or when you're cutting clips, you would experience a bit of a slow response from your computer. So Premiere Pro has something set up that would really help you, and not many beginning editors know this trick, but I'm gonna show you in the next sequence. So let's head onto my computer and I'm gonna show you how it's done. So right now I have Premiere Pro open on my iMac, so I'm just gonna show you quickly. Most of you know how to import files and footages into your Premiere Pro. So you either go to File Import on the menu, or you double click on the project panel here, which is what I'm gonna do right now. So it opens up my project directory, which is I call it the Edit Fast project. I have the footage directory here for demonstration purposes. I'm just gonna upload import 4 footages, just to show you how it's done, because we don't need to wait for another time just importing a lot of footage. Okay, so I'm gonna import this now, and as it imports to my project, I now have it here. So usually what most editors would do is, they proceed to, let's say, create a sequence and, start cutting so I have here footage of my Taiwan vlog. So let's say cut that footage and just drag it on the timeline, okay? So this is where the problem happens, because depends on how fast your machine is. The tendency is that you would experience, slow rendering or slow movement or slow scrubbing. So I'm going to show you a very quick tip on how to make your editing faster. So what you need to do is just select all the files that you need to edit, okay, on your project panel, and then you right click it and you select Proxy, and then we just start to create Proxy. So what this does is assign a directory for us, which in this case is in our desktop. I would usually come up with a separate Proxy folder here. So I'm just going to assign that directory where the Proxy video. So what this does is it creates a Proxy video that is much smaller in resolution and in file size. So that impacts the speed of your editing. So if I'm just gonna hit OK, so what this will do is bring all this footage here to Adobe Media Encoder. Okay, so it's gonna create the Proxy jobs. So usually when I'm editing a video project, I would do this at night, so it would be converting while I'm sleeping. So this is what Media Encoder is doing for us right now. So it's creating the proxy. As you would notice, this is the directory that we assigned for the storage of the proxy files, and you would see that it has the file name and added an underscore proxy at the end of the file name. So you're basically going to be editing the proxy files instead of the actual files coming from your camera. So this is going to take a while, so I'm just going to speed up the part here and show you the next step. Okay, so now that it's done creating the proxy file for us, we're just gonna head back to our Premiere Pro project. And you wouldn't notice anything here except if you try to preview any of the clip. If you would notice here, I have this in full frame. If I would double click this, it is still loading the actual clip. So what I need to do is below my program window, there's this icon here and it says toggle proxies, which would enable me to edit my proxy instead of my higher resolution file. So when I click this, there you would see the drastic change in terms of the resolution of my videos. You would notice there's already a black bar on the left, on the right, because it reduces the resolution. Okay, on my window, since I'm editing a 2.5K video, what I'm gonna do is disable this first and make sure that my clip here is right at the HD dimension, which is roughly here, which is 71 on the scale. So when I click my toggle proxy, this is what you see. So this is what will tell you that you're now editing the proxy video instead of the actual video coming from your camera. And another tip for today is below this window you would see a playback. We're just gonna zoom this in. Yeah, this is a playback resolution. So when I'm editing, I'm usually on the 1/4 scale of the playback, meaning if you're on full, you would be editing the highest available resolution for you. So even if you have downscaled, you can still downscale it a bit and select 1/4. So when you're on the 1/4, for sure, you would have faster editing like what I'm doing right now, because it loads up a smaller resolution of the file. So that's our tip for today, and if you have any questions, just drop it on the comment section. So that's our very quick episode for today, and thank you for watching, and I hope it was helpful to you. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe or share this to your friends who would benefit from this video. Thank you, and I hope to see you on my next videos.